How's it, Aloha gang? Welcome to Hi Now Daily. We got a great show planned for you today on this Aloha Thursday. We're going to be catching up with the recently Na Hoku nominated Ryan Hulie. We've got a live performance in his journey throughout music. Rach, what else we got?
We've got the ladies here from the YMCA. We're going to be talking about a campaign that they are launching called Phones Down and Eyes Up.
Very important. Plus, take a look at this couch over here. These manawa hine. We've got kumu hula and participating hula dancers from Hula Halau Kilipohe Na Le Lehua. Rach, what else?
We got more entertainment over here. We've got Asia Pacific Dance Festival that's coming up. And so we've got these lovely ladies here to talk about all the artists from here in Hawaii and across the world. Stay with us right now on Hi Now Daily. It is going down.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, we've magically made it over here on the other side of the studio because right now we want to introduce you all to the 2025 Na Hoku Hano Hano nominee for Contemporary Album of the Year, Ryan Hulie. Welcome to the show.
Guys, thanks for having me back.
Big time congratulations, bro. Awesome.
Yes, we're very excited because we all know Hokus are next month and you're obviously a part of it. So you have to tell us a little bit about what's going on with you and how you're feeling right now.
Still don't feel like it's real. Feeling very humbled though, very, very grateful to be considered among two of my very good friends, Kalai Parrish and Kenny T, who are friends of this show. They're also in the same category, so to be, I'm gonna win either way.
Yes, I think Hawaii just wins either
Hawaii
way.
wins either way, that's
so many artists, so much talent here throughout Hawaii, and we're just very, very grateful for the Hokus for highlighting a lot of the artists here. Now, I wanted to ask you specifically about your album this year, Contemporary Album of the Year nominee. What was it like creating?
Man, it was so much fun. Got it produced with Imua Garza right here on Oahu, so I got to fly over a couple times every month and do that. Got connected to him through Brother Nolan, and then at the end of that, got connected to the Henry Kapono Foundation, so it has just been so much fun getting to meet all of these heavy hitters of the music industry here in the island.
Well, man, you are a heavy hitter as a now Hoku nominated artist, bro. Tell us the story. Where were you when you found out?
Oh my God, I work at a coffee shop. I'm at a coffee company on the Big Island. And I opened up my phone between customers and just somebody wrote, congratulations. And I was like, what? And then Danny and Nani of Kailua Moon, they texted me and said congratulations. And I was like, for what? And then I opened up my email and just freaked out. And I was like, I need to go outside for a second.
Is it the coffee or is it the fact that I'm a Hoku nominated?
Honestly, it was a little bit of both.
Oh my
A little bit of both, but
That's awesome, bro.
it was a beautiful
awesome.
morning.
Oh my goodness, so it's gonna be very exciting come June 21st. That's when the Hokus are, so make sure you stay tuned for what's to come. Again, congratulations, but you also have some things that are coming up. We're talking about some shows. Tell everybody about that.
So next week, got two great shows here in Waikiki at the Blue Note. We got, we're going to be playing as a part of Henry Kapono's Artist to Artist series with Hawaiian style band. So we'll do that on Wednesday the 21st, and then Thursday the 22nd, we'll be at the MAC on Maui. I think both of those shows, 6:30 or 7, I'm not sure. But if you head to the Henry Kapono Foundation website, you can see all that information.
I love that, Brad. And I did want to touch on a little bit of the inspiration for the music in the beginning. You got deep ties with Brother Nolan, yeah?
I do.
When it comes to the music side, was he like a mentor throughout the process?
Totally. I mean, we first met at the beginning of the pandemic. We found out we were neighbors, and he told me, I have things I want to teach and you have things you want to learn. And I was like, yes, I do. We used to go fishing together, he taught me how to throw net, and naturally, with a man like him, music became a very organic part of our relationship.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, we know Brother Nolan for being a mentor to many, so very cool that you guys have this relationship, and we're gonna see your music and hear your music right now. You are gonna be performing a little song for us today. What's it called?
It's called Nature's Love Song. It's the first song on the album, and it's like I said earlier, our beautiful volcano is going off on the Big Island right now, so it's a little bit lower than usual, but it's the first song on the album if you check it out.
There you go. Hey, Ryan, thank you so much. And again, congratulations on the Hoku nomination, bro.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right, take it away.
Feel it in the air, feel it all around you, feel it in your hair, feel it in the ground beneath your feet. It's never as it seems. See it in the sky as it flows around you. See it in the waves as they crash along the jagged coast. It's never as it seems. Love is not a rare thing, it's in everything we do. If we took the time to see life brand new, peaceful harmony. The wind carries songs of days long gone. We love it so much more. And the days before were just a dream. It's never as it seems. Love is not a rare thing, it's everything we do. If we took the time to see life brand new, in peaceful harmony. The wind carries songs of days long gone. Will all meant so much more than the days before.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. The Asia Pacific Dance Festival showcases the finest dancers, and choreographers from Asia and the Pacific. Here to tell us more is Shinru Young and Michelle Wynn, the directors of the festival. Welcome into the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Mahalo for being here. Are you excited? This one likes to dance. That's why.
I love dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything on a stage, but I'm sure that you folks are just surrounded by very talented dancers. I know that you guys have a couple of shows that are coming up at Kennedy Theater, but tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so the Asia Pacific Dance Festival, as you said, we feature the finest dancers, dances from Asia and Pacific region. Of course, our local culture, hula halau. We always feature hula. And then we invite guest artists from all over the world. This year we have a group coming from Rotuma, Fiji, Rako Pacifica, and then we have Arzu Dance Theater. They do Indian dance, and they're from Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, just talking about the different types of dance and bringing other dancers here to the islands, like what was the purpose of creating this festival, and what do you hope it brings to the people of Hawaii?
Yeah, well, the dance festival, it celebrates cultural expression, right? So we really bring together and invite people to come together and share cultural exchange and share their cultural knowledge and stories. So every year it's different, but every year it's with the same mission, which is to come together, gather for cultural celebration.
Love that. And then Michelle, in addition to a lot of the dances and the performances that take place, but there's a demonstration. It's a big time educational opportunity too, yeah?
Absolutely. Because the festival takes part on the campus itself, we always try to bring as many students onto our team, whether it be on the crew. Of course, we invite students onto our festival as, we try to get folks from the mainland, from international universities as well to attend the festival so that they can learn with these resident artists.
Wow. Okay, so there's 4 shows. Is that what we're hearing?
Yes.
4 different shows, and that's coming up. Would you give us the dates and times for that so
Yes.
people can come on over and check you folks out at Kennedy Theater?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can talk about the first 2 concerts we have coming up. So both of the concerts feature local artists. The first concert is Living the Art of Hula. It's going to be next Thursday, actually, and we have the lovely Halau here in studio that they're going to talk a little bit more about what they're going to do. And then also I want to note that they were the 2022 resident Halau when we had our festival then. And then on Sunday, May 25th, we have a lovely Filipino dance tribute concert to H. Wayne Mendoza. He was a beloved dance lecturer at UH Manoa, and he was there for nearly 40 years, if not over 40 years. So it's going to be a lovely concert brought on by 3 of his apprentices, and it's just going to be, I think, a heartfelt moment too within the Filipino local community.
Right on. And that's Thursday, you mentioned.
That's Sunday.
Oh, that's Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, the first one is Thursday, and then there's a Sunday. Is that?
Sunday the 25th.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So if people wanted to
Jam-packed.
get some tickets, where would they go?
To our website. So you can find everything on our website, the 2 concerts Michelle just mentioned, and then we have 2 more. Can I talk about those now?
Absolutely.
Yes, so for the final weekend of the festival, so it's May 31st and June 1st, we have our Ike Hana shows, and that's featuring the resident artists that I mentioned. Yeah, so it'll be the culminating weekend. We have 2 different shows, so they're both called Ike Hana 1 and Ike Hana 2, but they're 2 different programs featuring the resident artists, and I didn't mention our local hula halau resident artist this year is Pua Ali'i Lima with Auntie
Cool.
Vicky Holt Takamine. So
Nice.
we are very excited.
Very cool. It's going to be a great show, the 4 different shows that you can attend. So make sure you go ahead and check out the website, get those tickets, and it's going to be exciting. And it's a great thing for
I mean,
Hawaii.
especially over the course of those 4 days, what are you hoping that people take away from the festival when they go and what can they expect?
So
The
much.
smiles should tell you plenty good
So
kind of
much,
stuff.
yes. Well, it's actually a full 2 weeks of events. So we have an intensive, we have free public events as well. So look those up on the website, and these 4 concerts. So it's a total of 15 days of nonstop activity.
Wow.
But what people can take away is coming together to gather for what matters, support the arts, support these beautiful stories and expressions that we're bringing together. It's not something we can take for granted at this time. So please do come out and support cultural expression and all of the culture and knowledge that people are bringing to this place together. Yeah.
So, well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
today. All right, we're going to have all the details on our website, HiNowDaily.com. We're going to take a break, but we'll be back with more of Hi Now. Thank
Live
you.
performances. Stay tuned
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
From Kainoa?
Oh, not for me. Thank goodness, not for me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
If your pet is in need of emergency or critical care, don't hesitate and bring them into VCA Family out in Pearl City. They're here for you 24/7. Okay, now we are inside and I'm with Alita, and I've also got Dr. Jessica Sun, who is a board certified criticalist as well as the co-medical director here. First, I wanted to just talk a little bit about what kind of services you folks provide.
Yeah, so we're what we call a hybrid hospital, meaning we have general practice services, but we also have our specialty department. We are one of 2 specialist hospitals on the island. We offer critical care, internal medicine, ophthalmology, and surgery as our specialties.
What does it take to become a specialist in this critical field?
To become a veterinarian in the beginning does require either 2 to 4 years of an undergraduate program, 4 years of veterinary school. Once you finish your veterinary degree, you will have to do a 1-year small animal and medicine rotating, usually internship, and then a residency program is 3 years long. And at the end of that is a big exam, and you do have to publish an academic paper for the community.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of education, a lot of experience, a lot of time going into becoming a veterinarian. To go through all of that, it has to be something that you're extremely happy about and that you love.
It definitely can be. It's very rewarding to see, especially for myself, sick patients who eventually get better day by day and go home.
Tell me about what kind of critical care services you guys provide here.
So through here, we offer short-term mechanical ventilation. We also offer some specialty services in terms of specialized oxygen products, blood transfusions, and specialty blood products we handle. We can also do some modified forms of what we call peritoneal dialysis. We manage patients who require specific anesthesia or critical care anesthesia going into surgery in combination with our surgical specialist.
Wow, how important is it to have someone like you, a critical specialist here at the hospital? You can't just get that anywhere, right?
Nope, so it's really, there are again 2 options for critical care. There's myself and Dr. Pfeiffer here. So we work half of the week so that we can provide pretty much 7 days a week critical care for this hospital.
Awesome, well thank you so much Dr. Sun for having us today, and Alita for being a perfect doggy model. We're gonna have this entire segment of all the details on HiNowDaily.com.
Bye-bye. Aloha and welcome back here into the studio of Hi Now Daily. We saw these wahine earlier in the show, but now we're going to be talking about the art of hula, which you'll be able to see at the 2025 Asia Pacific Dance Festival. This is Kumuhula Liko Cook, Kumuhula Sky Kanoi Lanigora, hula dancers Alohi Bright and Kili Noi Gora, all part of the halau known as
Halau, Hilipohe na Leilehua.
Mahalo Nui. Kumu, tell us the origin of the halau. How did the halau start?
Okay, well, we actually are descendants, I should say. We came from Leina Ala Kalamahaini was our kumuhulu unikitas. And then Sky and I opened our halau, Hilipohe na Leilehua. Mostly everything that we do does come from Allah. And we were, like, I was with Olive for 30 years, she was with Olive for 40 years, and actually this year they're celebrating their 50th year, Napualeo Likolehua. And now Halau Kilipohe na Leilehua will be doing this wonderful concert coming up.
We're very excited for that. Kumu, tell us about the number. And you participated back in 2022 as well, yeah?
Yes, we sure did. And we're going to continue that legacy of how we dance, what we've learned, the different types of hulas, and hopefully everyone that comes, please come, will enjoy everything we do.
What is the inspiration for that opening? You said you guys are opening it up, yeah?
Yes, we are.
Very first ones. What can people expect with that opening performance?
Well, with opening, we're going to open with kahiko, definitely. And then, of course, it will lead into a lot of our favorite mele that we enjoyed, and hopefully our girls will portray what we've taught them.
Okay, let's talk story over here. And I know you guys are putting in plenty practice, plenty time, plenty work to entertain everyone who is coming to the festival. When did you start dancing hula?
I started, I think, in 2011 with you when you were still at teaching at Windward Community College. And then a few years later, because last year we hit 10 years as a halau. And so I think it's been maybe 14.
How's the preparation been ahead of the festival this year?
It's been good. I mean, always around.
We're on camera. Yeah. Plenty work, but plenty fun.
It is a lot of fun. I mean, every year it just refines and refines. So it's just another year of.
And then for you, Kilinoi, this is Mom's over here, yeah? So you've been dancing hula for your whole life?
Basically out the womb, yes.
What do you enjoy about halau?
What I enjoy most about halau is obviously spending time with my mother and my sister and my beautiful hula sisters. But you know, getting to feel a part of the culture, learn the numbers, learn the mele, learn everything, you know. It's hard to get a feeling like that, especially once you get on stage and put all your hard work out there for everyone to enjoy.
I gotta ask you both as well. We're talking about it's a dance festival with the Asia Pacific dance, and obviously here in Hawaii, it's hula for us. That's the dance that we know. What does hula mean to you?
I think hula means connection to the past for me. I started because I wanted to connect more to my father who had passed away. And so it was just kind of a stepping stone to be able to continue passing on those sorts of stories to my niece and nephews, you know, things like that. So.
How about you?
Hula means, you know, culture, perpetuating it, being one with who I believe I am as a person and who I want like my future family to be able to remember me as, because obviously we're recording, and to be able to look back on what I've done and what I've learned, you know, and hopefully pass that down to my future children is priceless.
Absolutely. Okay, Kumo, we can see you folks coming up at the festival that is taking place, Kennedy Theater. If people want to learn more about halau and come join and be a part of the ohana, how do people go about doing that?
Yes, they need to go on the website for Asia Pacific Festival, and there will be a link there to purchase tickets. And please come down. We'd love to see everybody there. Tickets are selling fast, so please get your tickets.
You heard Kumo. You better listen. We're going to head to break right now. You're watching High Now Daily. Stay with us. Mahalo. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on High Now, we are in Manoa Valley, learning more about the Hui Kapili Accelerator, how local construction companies are building a better Hawaii together. Let's head inside.
The Halekulani Accelerator Program is a free 10-week program that we put on with American Savings Bank in partnership with IO and Hawaii Home and Remodeling. We created this program because we knew that there was a gap with construction businesses. Hawaii is an incredibly challenging place to do business, and we really wanted to uplift these small to mid-sized businesses that are building a better future for Hawaii. American Savings Bank has really leaned into the housing space and the housing market. Companies that are building infrastructure and building homes for Hawaii. So it just made sense for us to partner with ASB on this project.
In essence, the Halekulani Accelerator Program is a program that helps to equip companies to flourish in the builders industry. Really because of the work that ASB was doing related to housing. And so they approached us with this idea of, hey, let's create this accelerator program for businesses, specifically in the builders industry, that are working to increase supply, right, of housing, and also creating jobs for people to actually stay here in Hawaii. What we do is we surround them with the skills that maybe they're not as good at. We help with the marketing or HR or accounting, those sort of skills. Companies that are looking to go from good to great.
We're incredibly pleased to be at this location today. Landon Nakata, he is with Turn 2 Construction. He is a part of our second cohort. And he's someone that's been really looking to kind of figure out his niche and grow his business. We're just really excited to be here in this home for someone who's helping to build Hawaii's future.
Well, I'm Landon Nakata, owner of Turn 2 Construction, local construction company. We've been in business for 5 years. Right now we got a new house, ground up, came up with a foundation, everything's new build. We started this build back in May 2024. Halekulani, I mean, why not? Who wouldn't want to sign up for a program that you're surrounded with great resources, great people that want to support your business and the community around them as well. I think the biggest takeaway is just the value that it's more than just building. You know, you're building someone's house, but you're also building a community and network of contractors, other vendors, mentors, and I think that's the biggest value. Being part of a community is really just, you know, strengthening numbers. We're all in the same industry and we have similar roles, but yet, you know, we see each other as peers and resources. Make the jump, because it's definitely worth it.
A lot of our participants with the Halekulani program are tradespeople. You know, they started in the industry working for larger companies and they decided to go off on their own. Many of them just didn't have the skill sets of marketing and finances, and so that's the gap that we're trying to fill. To learn more about Halekulani, go to the website, halekulani.com. We have a lot of information on the current cohort. We're super excited because between cohort 1 and cohort 2, we've had representation from all 4 counties for small to medium-sized construction-related businesses. We just want to continue to grow these businesses because their success means success for Hawaii.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. May is National Water Safety Month, and the YMCA launched its Phones Down, Eyes Up campaign to urge parents to stay vigilant during the summer. And in studio today, we have Lisa and we have Morgan of YMCA. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, let's talk about this campaign. It is Phones Down and Eyes Up, and just talk to us about the importance of that.
It is. So our goal right now, so this is a national YMCA push. So it's not just Y of Honolulu that's pushing this, it's Ys across the nation. And our goal is we want families to unplug from their cellular devices and plug into their family time. When the kids are around water, we should have our eyes on them, not on what's going on Instagram.
Absolutely, and with summer in full swing in just like the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of kids that are wanting to jump in the pool, jump into the ocean, and having your eyes on them at all times is so crucial to prevent drownings. Tell me about the statistics on that.
So currently in the state of Hawaii, drowning is the leading cause of death for children 15 and younger. That terrifies us, it makes us nervous, but it also makes us passionate, especially to push our programs, getting your kids in lessons, advocating for safety around water. Hawaii is the second leading state in drownings for our residents, and that is terrifying in an island community. We're surrounded by water. It's time for us to do better.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to hear it because the thought just scares you, like you mentioned, but it's so important to make sure that is like top of mind when our kids are in the water. It's one thing to be sitting out there with them in the pool and then you're like, oh, I just got an alert, or oh, let me just change the song in my playlist, and then that might take 30 seconds and it only takes a second, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a silent killer. If they go under, you can't hear, you can't see the struggle, and they're gone. And we have so many horrifying stories of that happening to our keiki.
Now let's talk about some of the tools that you were mentioning earlier. You've got your phone here, you've got a lanyard. What are those?
Yep, so this is part of our campaign, Phones Down, Eyes Up. And it's just a screensaver that you can have on your phone so that if you get tempted to pick it up while your kid's in water, put that phone down and keep your eyes on the kid. And then we also have this water, you know, when you're with your children, it always has to have some adult that is going to be volunteering to be that water watcher to make sure that they have their eyes on the kids and they're not distracted in any way.
So basically, that's just to designate someone at the time. You are responsible for keeping your eyes.
And it forces you to hand it off as you see it. Look, it just got stuck on my earring. I can't just walk away.
You can't hand that off.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now with those tools that you can get online on the website, in addition to that, there are also swim lessons that they can take advantage of, educational programs, the whole gamut. Tell everybody about
Yes. So we start swimming lessons as young as 6 months old. That's when we have our parent taught program. That's where any adult gets into the water with baby. There's a lot of songs, a lot of playing games, getting them comfortable and confident and learning basic swim ready skills. Once they turn 3, they age into our preschool program. So that's when they're now alone with the instructors. They start learning how to roll over and float on their own, how to jump in and get to safety and climb out on their own. Once they turn 6, they age into our youth classes. Now they're starting to build endurance. Now they're starting to learn competitive swimming strokes. And hopefully, fingers crossed, they love the water so much that they want to join our novice swim team or even possibly take one of our lifeguard classes. That's our goal.
Okay, so I highly encourage you to check out their website, take advantage of those programs. And then I wanted to talk to you about the donors.
Right.
I know there was a special donation that just came in.
We have another statewide program and national program. It's called Safety Around Water, and in just in 5 short lessons, teaches any keiki how to be safe if they were to fall in water. We just got a donation from a family who lost their 3-year-old at her birthday party and she drowned. But to keep her legacy and her memory alive, they have been funding safety around programs in YMCAs in Houston, and they actually are part-time residents in Hawaii, so they just made a large donation. So we'll be launching another safety around program session in July at our new Uwanuwai. But we do welcome any donors. It does save lives, and if we can reach those children at least with this very simple program, they'll know exactly what to do. They should happen to be in and around water.
Yes, grateful for all the information and of course for those donations coming in so that it can support these programs at the YMCA. So go ahead and check out their website. All the information is there. And ladies, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Great information. And remember, parents, be vigilant. Summer is just around the corner, so we got to keep our keiki safe out there. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of High Now Daily.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Halekulani has been welcoming guests with gracious hospitality for over a century. And this year, they're honoring another milestone. Their signature coconut cake is celebrating its 65th birthday. And today, I get a behind-the-scenes look with pastry chef Michelle Baldomero on how all of this is made. We are in the bake shop and you are in all your glory here in the kitchen.
Yes.
You've been with Halekulani for the last 17 years. How has that been so far?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Pastry was always my passion, but I started cooking and cooked for about 20 years before I decided that it was finally time to follow my passion. I like making people happy. I like see them smile, and pastry has a lot more science into it.
You guys bake with gas, right?
Yes, correct. We bake with gas. The gas really helps us focus on accurate temperatures. It cooks very quickly, as well as our stove that we can control heat a lot better than we could with anything else. We do all of our chocolates. We actually feature taffy as well as macadamia nut and almond dragees at the bakery. And we also make cookies, macaroons, cakes, pies, pretty much everything you can think of.
All my favorite things are baked right here in this bake shop. Then it gets sent over to the bakery.
Yes, as well as La Mer, Orchids, House Without a Key, in-room dining and banquets.
Something really signature here is the coconut cake that is celebrating a big milestone. What is that?
Yes, it is. It's going to be its 65th birthday on April 9th. It made its debut on our menu April 9th, 1959. So it originally debuted with a custard filling with freshly grated coconut, but we since enhanced it a bit. Now it's a amaretto pastry cream.
Yum.
So this is a macadamia nut chocolate financier. We use Hula Farms macadamia nut flour. As much as possible, we try to get everything locally. And then we will pop this into the oven.
And we're baking with gas.
Yes, we're baking with gas.
Okay, I know a little something about arts and crafts. So you guide me and I'll help you out today.
Okay, so you can start by putting our chocolate croissant on it. You can go ahead with these.
Ooh, these colors are so pretty.
Thank you.
This requires a lot of time to do this, yeah? Too much or just enough?
Perfect.
Again.
Okay, and now the gold.
I may have gone a little overboard.
It's okay.
But it's gonna taste delicious. Can you tell everybody where they can pick up some of these sweet treats and confectionaries?
Our bakery is open Wednesday through Sunday from 6:30 to 11:30, as well as all of our outlets, and especially our award-winning Sparkling Sunday Brunch.
All right, now before we head to break, we want to bring back in local musician, now Nahoku nominated, Ryan Hulie, for a live performance. Take it away, brother.
There's not enough hours in the day to brush my teeth, to mow the lawn, to wash the dog. Sounds like tomorrow's problem. Only 24 hours and 48 chores, 96 problems. And they're still stacking more. But all I need right now is you, and every little thing you do makes me realize I may not have the time to do the things I have to do, but I will always put them off if it means just one night with you, just one night with you. So what, I professionally procrastinate, and even if I proactively pragmaticate, I don't know, produce a perfect plan, I'll still wander off into a daydream land where you and I don't have to worry about the little things in life, like cat hair on the couch, or if the clock above the mantel's a minute fast or stuck at 12. But all I need right now is you, and every little thing you do makes me realize I may not have the time to do the things I need to do, but I will always put them off if it means just one night with you, just one night with you, just one night with you, just one night with you. The honey-do list just grows longer, and honey, we'll do it when we're older. But while we can't, just take my hand and wander off into a daydream land. Just one night with you. Thank you.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Hawaiian fish ponds are unique and prime places to learn all about aquaculture.
That's right. Jolani Martinez dives into the history of an ancient fish pond in beautiful Kaneohe. Check it out.
Hawaiian fish ponds are unique and a prime place for learning about aquaculture. Today, I dive into the history of an ancient fish pond in Kaneohe.
That's mullet, raised and caught at the He'ea fish pond.
The beautiful thing about mullet is they eat plants. And they're not going to eat each other. So they work really well in a traditional aquaculture.
And traditional aquaculture is being practiced right here in Kaneohe. You'll have to drive down this steep hill that gives you a gorgeous view of the pond. It also takes you to the headquarters of the nonprofit Paipai o He'ea.
We've been here since 2001 formally.
Hi'ile Cavello is one of its founders.
Doing restoration work here, educating the community and the public, and trying to raise fish. Yeah, 800 years ago when it was first built. And this pond is big. It's 88 acres. The wall, which is man-made, which is what our ancestors built, goes completely around in a full circle for 1.3 miles. And the wall's construction is primarily made of basalt, lava rock, and coral that's from Kaneohe Bay. Historical estimates were that this fish pond, that's 88 acres, was able to feed a population of about 6,000 people.
And along the fish pond wall, there are 7 gates.
And that's what allows for water circulation, both from our stream and from the ocean. And it also is the way by which we're able to stock and recruit fish into our fish pond, and also the way that our ancestors harvested this fish pond and others traditionally.
Here's a photo of the pond in 1910.
This is something just as old. There's many of those things in the museum. This is 800 years old, and it requires, actually, it demands that we engage with it.
This place is what feeds people not only physically, but spiritually and emotionally.
Ke'ahi Pi'iohia has been working for the nonprofit for 14 years. He says the pond gives him hope.
We need to do as much as we can to give back to this place, because if we're not going to do it, then there won't be a place to give back for the next generation. We do community work days on 2nd and 4th Saturdays. All during the week, you're able to come out and volunteer.
And if you do volunteer, you could be removing invasive species like these upside-down jellyfish.
If jelly removal is another way people can connect to this place and find more aloha for the aina we live on, like, you know, it's a win-win.
When they come to the fish pond, when they visit, is not everything you learn you're going to read in a book or find on your phone. Yeah, you got to get out here, get active, get engaged, put in the hard work, and that's how the learning will come.
And you can help them this Saturday. The nonprofit will be having a jellyfish removal day. It'll be from 8:30 a.m. to noon. You can find all the RSVP information on our website. Now, if you have a special place, hidden gem, or an interesting person in your town, I want to hear about it. Just send your ideas to holoholo@hawaiinewsnow.com.
How's it, Aloha gang? We're back over here at City Mill with a special guest today. He's a filmmaker, local entrepreneur, and local business owner. We got Andrew Tran. Welcome in, bro.
Hey, thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, man. So what brings you into City Mill? Today we're talking about DIY, do-it-yourself projects. You a big DIY guy?
I am. I mean, started from a young age with my dad. He kind of got me involved with all of the projects that he was doing. So it's like nice to be involved and, you know, get hands-on. And I like working with my hands. So it's nice to be able to like build things and fix things and work on things.
Definitely, it kind of gives you that sense of accomplishment,
Yes,
knowing
yeah,
that
I
you
did
built
it.
it.
Yeah,
I did it, and I can do it. Over here on the table, we got some good starter stuff. Like, what do you recommend for some of these tools for the average DIY project?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every project kind of has its own set of tools that you would need. But I would say like these tools in general could be used for any project, right? Like a good measuring tape. Always good to be precise on measurements. You want to measure twice, cut once. So,
eyeballing is only good for like cocktails and other things like that. You want a measuring tape to be exact, right?
Yes. Especially when you're cutting something, you know, you want to measure. It's good for a bunch of things. So having a good tape measure is good in your kit. Socket kit, good tool kit. A leveler, obviously, you know, you want things to be level. You don't want to put up a shelf and like not level it and be like, oh, that's kind of crooked. So a good level kit. And then a speed square. I think a lot of people don't know what this is, but I have this in my kit. I recommend this for everyone. You know, you can put it up against a piece of wood, draw a straight 90-degree angle. You got a 45-degree angle. There's a bunch of other tools and guides you can do on here too. So it's a really good tool to have. It's good for straight lines.
You're the owner of Valor, which is a great local spot over here as well. You actually use some of these tools to build. Yeah?
Yes. So I mean, that was the most recent project we kind of worked on. It was cool, you know, to work with the contractors, and my partner Chris is actually also a carpenter. So we were spitballing like that and working together on that, and we were able to like do some parts of the bar, the front of the bar. You see the slats. We put that up manually. It was cool. It was nice to be able to like work on things, and when we were cutting the slats, it was good to have this, right? Like draw that straight line and cut it straight. So if you look at the slats, I'm pretty sure they're straight.
There you go. And that's a big reason why.
Because of this. Thank you, sir.
The power drill is so versatile. You can do like a million different things with it.
Yes. This is something I recommend everyone has in their household. Whether you do projects every day or like, you know, every so often, it's nice to have because like nobody has time to manually screw things. The power tool, you can use it to drill holes, you can screw things, you can assemble things, you can disassemble things, and it just saves you time. Very fast and good for things. So 2 tools here. This is a good kit from City Mill actually. This has a good power drill. You can drill, you can change the power to do different things. If you're doing like a lighter thing, you can do on one. You can even drill. This is like another impact driver. It's smaller. It has more torque than a power drill. So if you have budget for both of these, I would get this too because like its main purpose is to drive screws in.
All right, now we got a good variety of tools over here on the table. What is your advice for the first-time DIYer? Like, where's a good place to start?
Honestly, there's so many resources out there now, whether it's online or in person, especially in Hawaii, City Mill, locally owned, local friendly staff. So when you come in, find someone, ask them for help. They have a lot of knowledge and advice. So come in, tell them what you're working on, and they'll take care of you.
Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. All this month, First Hawaiian Bank is celebrating Small Business Month by highlighting Hawaii's entrepreneurs.
That's right. Kaka'ako Pet Hospital will be joining us live in studio tomorrow. But here's a preview of who they are and what they do. Oh, apologies about that. A little bit of audio difficulty with that story, but we'll tune in tomorrow. We'll bring that one back.
That's right. And you know what? We're ending the show today. We got a beautiful lay on, looking good. I know we haven't hosted a show in a while together, so it was fun today.
Yeah, and what a great group of guests. We had live performances throughout the show with Ryan Hulie, who is Hoku nominated now, and that Asia Pacific Dance Festival, which is going to be incredible.
Yeah, highlighting a lot of dancers from around the world, and right here in Hawaii, we had the halau on as well. But so much to, you know, see and check out. They have a couple of shows coming up, but what really touched me today was YMCA.
Right, yeah,
and checking
super
out,
important.
Wow,
Man.
Just highlighting the programs that they have out there for those who have kids and they need to learn how to swim. Summer is right around the corner, and it's a great opportunity to check out their website. They have classes, they've got all kinds of seminars that are going on, so highly encourage you to check that out. They have a campaign that they have just launched, and that's phones down, eyes up, which is so important important because oftentimes when we're with our kids, we do get distracted by our phones. And when you're around water, that is not the time to be distracted. So very, very highly encouraged.
Could not agree more. And when you emphasize the fact, especially here in Hawaii, right? We've all been there at these family barbecues. You know, we're grilling the steaks. People are running around. It's easy to just get lost in the moment, have a 2-second conversation, and danger's happening, and you're not even aware of it. So.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's like, oh, I thought you were looking at the kids. Oh, no, I thought you had the kids. And sometimes it's just that miscommunication.
That's all it takes, though. You heard throughout the interview, 1 second, and that's how fast it can happen.
And Morgan was just mentioning, you know, we are surrounded by water, so
do better.
Yeah,
we got to do better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so go ahead and check out their website. YMCA has all the information there. Of course, the shows at the Kennedy Theater for Asia Pacific Dance Festival that's coming up, and of course, Ryan Hulie. I just got to say, congratulations, man.
Congratulations, and the Hokus can't wait for that. We're going to be celebrating that June 21st with some special guests. Mahalo nui for watching. We'll see you back here on High Now Daily tomorrow, 3 p.m.